Hi everybody, just waiting to see if this is working properly because the iPad in front of me is going a bit weird. Oh yeah, I can see my hands now. Okay, hopefully it's working. Okay, hi Dev, hi Candida. Just waiting for a few more people to come on. Finally back at this Crayola challenge. It's been ages and ages since I've done a live stream. Hi Susan. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. So I hope everybody's well this morning. Today I'm hopefully going to be finishing off this piece now. I think we've done it over 4 parts, this one. I like how it looks so far. It's definitely turned out a million times better than I thought it was going to with the Crayolas, for sure. Just zoom in a little bit so I can cut out any of this extra stuff on the screen, because I'm actually in the middle of doing a green. You know how I did the series of using only one colour, and I did the blue and the pink. Hi Tracy, hi Pam. Now I'm doing the green one, but I'm saving it for October when I'm doing all my Halloween bits and bobs, because it's a Halloweeny type illustration as well. So that's why I've got loads of different greens and things over here. I'm sort of always working on 2, 3, 4 things at a time, and I've always got a million other ideas coming through as well. But yeah, so let's get started on this. I'm still not sure what colours to do with the actual water in the waves behind her, because we do have true blues here, both light and dark, on the ends of the hair, and we've also got aqua kind of blues as well. So I'm still on the fence about what to do with that water. I'll come back to it at the end. I'm going to work on the foam, I think, first of all. Oh, thanks Tracy. I'm really glad about that, and I'm always really happy when you get in touch saying that you've learned things and stuff, because it makes everything I do feel a bit more worthwhile. Hi Sevda, sending love from Australia, brilliant. As you know, I always get a bit sort of geeky about when everybody comes on and they're all from all over the world. I still can't believe you can, you know, come on and we're all chatting to each other from different corners of the world. It's crazy. Okay, right. What's this called? Foam. So I'm thinking grey. Let me get my sketchbook out so we can have a look. Yeah, it could be green water. I'm just worried because I've done this green down here, greeny blue, and then I've got a true blue. I'm going to have to look through the swatches, I think, and see what's what. So let's get to Crayolas first of all. Oh, sorry, Alexandra. You'll have to catch up later. Oh, a Red Sea. Never even thought about that, Dev, actually. And there's no red on here, so that'll actually look quite cool. Let me do the foam first, and we'll get there, Right, so I'm looking for... This is actually quite a nice colour for a foam. This is Wild Blue Yonder. It's kind of a slate blue, but it's very, very grey as well. That looks quite nice, because it's still got the touch of blue in it, almost like a sort of reflection. Hi, Suze. Let's look for Wild Blue Yonder, and maybe a slightly darker colour, because you know I like to do 1, 2 or 3 colours just to like shade it out. So maybe the slate would be the darker one. Yeah, let's try Slate and Wild Blue Yonder. Now we've just got to find the bloody things. Right. Timberwolf. Nope. What we got here? Wild Blue Yonder. Awesome. Right, so we're just looking for Slate now. Oh my gosh, found it. Okay. Put that to one side. I'm going to give them a sharpen using the Swordfish sharpener. I think the wood on these pencils is particularly hard because it's difficult even for my electric sharpener to sharpen these sometimes. Hello Cheshire. Hi Janada. Right, okay, so we've got nice and sharp pencils. So I'm thinking about going over the edges with the darker colour, which is the slate, and then sort of fading it down. with the wild blue yonder. Let's have a zoom in, shall we? See what we're doing properly. So I hope everyone's been alright for the past few weeks. Obviously I've not been on doing live streams for a while now. I have missed it. I've missed you all. I've missed chatting to you all. But I've been so busy. I thought I'd be less busy when the kids went back to school after the 6-week holidays, but I've actually ended up being just incredibly rushed off my feet every single day. I've still been managing to get a few reviews done here and there, a few little cheeky tutorials. But this has kind of fallen by the wayside, so I'm going to definitely get this finished today so we can see the finished outcome of this Crayola challenge, which I did think was going to be very difficult and not really enjoyable, but it has turned out completely the opposite. Yeah, I've got Geomorphia on pre-order, I think. I'm sure I have. But yeah, I can't wait to see it. I hope it's gonna be better than Phantomorphia, because that, you know, it didn't really grab me, that one. It wasn't as Kirby as Kirby's usual work, but I think a lot of people thought that. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. So I've just got to remember now, I've just literally ripped up a bit of the paper over here because I'm using the pencils as if they're Prismas. I'm so used to using Prismas because I just finished, you've probably seen it, I've just finished this one with Prismas from the Faces of the Zodiac book. So I'm so used to colouring with those at the moment. I need to remember with Crayolas we do light layers. Hi Strawberry. So I hope everyone's had the chance to take a look at my little background pattern tutorial video, whatever you want to call it, which is basically where I've just come up with a couple of different patterns that you can use as just like an abstract background, because I know a lot of people struggle with backgrounds, myself included, wondering what to do, how to fill that blank space. And sometimes you don't really want to be getting into a whole scene, like you're extending the forest or whatever, you know, you might not have this, feel you have the skill for that. So sometimes you just want to put a background in that's just very geometrical and simple and doesn't take, you know, a lot of time and effort. Well, the ones that I did, they are a bit time consuming, but they do look really good. So I did the honeycomb pattern with different colours on them, which was really nice, and then the rose gold and grey geometrical triangle pattern, and finally the Tetris kind of checkerboard pattern. So I hope you enjoyed that. How many layers do Crayolas do? Not many at all. You do have to be super light and sort of take your time. You're very patient with Crayolas. Oh, cheers, Dev. Yeah, it took ages on that Gemini. I actually watched, I think it took me a day actually, like a solid day, because I had nothing to do. I should have come on and done this really, but I really wanted to do the Gemini. I had nothing to do that day, so I was like, I'm going to sit down today and relax and watch a couple of films, and I managed to bang that out, watching a few films, sat on the settee. Hi Anastasia, nice to have you. From Latvia, awesome. I don't think I've ever had anyone on here from Latvia before. Yes, so I'm planning on doing a Halloween October series on this channel of some sort. So I do already have the using only one colour video coming in green. That's almost done. I've been doing it for that long, my nails changed, the clothes that I'm wearing changed all throughout the video, because I sort of had to piece it together. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing lots of different Halloween type stuff. I'm going to be doing a series of tutorials, hopefully, on how to colour autumnal things like orangey leaves, pumpkins, you know, all that jazz. So if you've got any suggestions on things you'd like to see, please do let me know. Yeah, I know, Suze, but I just love watching TV, like when I'm colouring or watching a film. And I don't like sitting at a desk for too long. So I have to I have to sit on the settee. I've got recliners as well, so I can get really chilled, and as long as I've got something to lean on, it's all good. Hi, Leisha. Oh no, hopefully you can get your hands on some soon. They are amazing pencils. You know, they do have their problems. I think every single art supply you'll ever find is never going to be 100% perfect, and that's why so many people use mixed media, because different art supplies react differently to different techniques, different pressures, different papers. If you want to get the best result you possibly can, I think mixed media is definitely the way to go, but Prismas are definitely my favourite coloured pencil. Oh, you can't compare yourself, candidate. I know it's really difficult, but you really do need to think of colouring as a activity that's for you. You can't start comparing yourself to other people because it takes the joy out of it. So you need to just think, this is my creative outlet, and whatever you put down on that paper there's gonna be no issues with it. There's no wrong answers in art. So whatever you put down is what you can do, is what you feel in, is what you thought looked best. So there's no way you can sort of compare it. I mean, people do. I compare my stuff. I know what you mean. I totally get where you're coming from. But just try and enjoy it and find your style. You know, try and find your individual style. Like, my style is very bright and very vibrant, and I absolutely adore looking at people's work who use a lot more muted colour palettes and a lot more limited colour palettes as well, because I always find I end up using every single bloody colour in the pack. So yeah, I think instead of being intimidated, just try and come at it from a point of being inspired by other people's work and appreciating the work. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Pickle. So what you all been up to, let me know. Let me know if you've done anything exciting since I've last spoken to you. I've done a lot of cleaning. How boring is that? But there's this thing in the UK at the moment, this Instagram lady who, she's really funny, and she does an Instagram on cleaning her house, and she actually names all of her different sponges and mops and things like that. She's got names for them and she treats them like family. It's really funny, and she's like gaining thousands and thousands of followers every single day. She was on TV the other day, and I've kind of got into that now because I absolutely hate cleaning, hate it. So anything that can make me enjoy it more or make life easier when you've got a house full of children is good. So I've been going around trying to find all these different kind of cleaning products that do different things, different uses, different functions, and yeah, it's a bit sad really, and I'm sure that it will die down and I'll go back to hating it, but at the moment that's my little obsession at the moment. Candida, you can always send me pics on Instagram or Twitter. Just tag Colour with Claire wherever you are, and I'll have a look at them. But I'm sure they're absolutely beautiful. I've also got a community group on Facebook. If you type in Colour with Claire community group, it'll come up with my group, which is basically just for followers, fans, whatever you want to call them, watchers, who just come on and show me what they've done with my tutorials, or you know, inspired by me. And you can put anything on there. There's a lot of people who just add pages that they're working on that have got nothing to do with anything I've done, and it's really nice just to see everybody's artwork. But it is a nice group. There's never any drama or anything, so get yourself over there if you're not on there already. Yes, it's Mrs. Hinch, Candida. Hate doing dishes. I hate it too. But you know, I don't know whereabouts you are, Strawberry, but if you get yourself a Dishmatic, which is basically a, you know how you have the washing up sponge, one side is sponge, one side is like a rough scrubbing side. You can get those like on a stick, and in the stick you can put your washing up liquid and some water, and it goes down into the sponge and foams it up, and so you can just hold it and just do your dishes. They're not new, don't get me wrong, they've been out for years and years and years, but that's making dishes more fun for me at the moment. Hi Jude. I love hoovering, Tracy, since I got my new hoover. Well, I say new, I've had it for about a year now. Oh, I love it. It's called the Shark, and it's amazing. Yeah, anybody can join, Pam. Just get yourself over to Facebook, type in Colour with Claire Community Group, and click join or add or whatever it is. I'll let you in. Thanks, Pickle. One of the things that I've noticed about Crayolas over this series is that the colours aren't as pigmented as they look in my sketchbook for some reason. So for instance, I'm using this grey as the darker colour to the wild blue yonder, but I'm thinking now, looking at it, they're not going to be much different at all. So I may have to find a lighter colour just to bring in those edges a little bit. Hi Diana. Yeah, I love vacuuming, but I tell you what's even better is when you've vacuumed and then you use these little this little spray that you can get. It's called 1001 Carpet Fresh. God, this is so sad. And it sprays out like snow onto your carpet. So you know how you get those snow sprays at Christmas time that you put on around your windows and everything that has that look of snow? It's like that, but you spray it onto your carpet, but within a minute it's disappeared, and it makes your carpet smell amazing, and it's like £1. Honestly, Jude, I absolutely hate housework. I hate it. It's a never-ending battle. Literally, you can you can clean one room, go and clean another room, and by the time you've done and you come back to the first room, the kids have messed it up. It's just, I don't know. But like I say, trying to make things easier. For any of you guys who hate it like me, I've discovered a really good way of getting a good bulk of cleaning done very quickly, and it's kind of a motivational way. This lady called Cleaning Queen or Queen of Clean on Instagram. She says that if you do a 5-minute timer on each room, it doesn't have to be 5 minutes, you could do 7 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever motivates you the best or whatever time you've got. So you set your timer on your phone for 5 minutes per room, so you start in the kitchen maybe, and you see how much you can get done in that 5 minutes, and it's a real motivator. It really pushes you to be quick and get everything done in 5 minutes before that timer goes off. So if it's something you're struggling with, I mean, 5 minutes is nothing, is it? It's nothing. You can scroll down Facebook, check your emails in 5 minutes, but why not use that to just see how much you can get done in 5 minutes, cleaning wise. That's what I've been doing lately. Yeah, the carpet spray is really good, Tracy. You can get it from pretty much anywhere, any supermarket, but you can also get it from places like Home Bargains, Savers, you know, anywhere that sells cleaning stuff. Yeah, that's it. Lindsay, Queen of Clean. A 5-minute motivational timer cleaning, whatever you want to call it. Oh really, Jude? That's interesting. Yeah, definitely. If you suffer from fatigue or ME or anything that's, you know, it limits you, limits your activity, fibromyalgia, then the 5 minute blast is probably a really good idea. I mean, I can't talk from experience, but I think definitely from a laziness point of view, where I come from, it does motivate you to have that timer on, and you think, you know, that's all the time that I've got for this room, and it's at the end of the day, it's 5 minutes. It's not like you're in there for an hour and it's like a slog. You know what I mean? So try it, see what you think. Let me know. But my cleaning cupboard is now full of products. I went a bit mad actually, looking for different products, different cloths and white vinegar and all these different things that, you know, I went out buying bottles of lemon juice to do the microwave and all sorts of things. Yeah, I've heard of that as well, the exercise. They say, is it 10 minutes of high intensity exercise is better for you than going to the gym for an hour, 2 hours. I don't know. That's what I'm sure I've heard that anyway. Oh, we've done all of the foam around the edges. Let's try this Wild Blue Yonder and see if it makes, if it is lighter. Let's have a look. I think it is, and it does just pull that in a little bit, so it's not quite as harsh on the edges. So I think we'll carry on with that, but I am using it very, very lightly because I do want it to fade into white. Thanks, Strawberry. Yeah, it's difficult with pets, isn't it, Anastasia? Because I have a dog, but she doesn't molt, thank God. So at least there's no hair everywhere. But I was going to get a Labrador. It didn't work out, but I can imagine, because they do cast a lot, I can imagine that being a bit of a struggle. The main thing with dogs, I think, is smells, isn't it? Because they're always out and about digging in things and whatever, so you find your house has that smell of dog, and there's not a great deal you can do about it unless you are cleaning 24/7. So it's just what we dog lovers put up with, I think. Oh, have a good day, Alexandra. Thank you for popping on while you had the chance. All right then, Jude, thank you. So I don't know whether this is showing up on your screen too much, but it is quite dark. On the iPad in front of me, it looks very light and almost like you can't see it at all. But it is quite dark, this slate that I've put down. It's nice and soft looking as well, which is what I wanted to create with the foam. They look more like clouds, to be honest. But maybe that's good too. Which drawing books, Evda? Because I've got a few. Oh, I love pugs. They really are very cute. I really wanted a big dog though. I wanted a Labrador or a Bernese Mountain Dog, or maybe even a the Beethoven dog. What do they call it? I always forget what they're called. St. Bernard, that's it. But I think the slobber would be a bit too much. I love big dogs, but I think that amount of saliva everywhere would just cringe me out. a cockapoo. Hang on a minute. So it's a poodle. Hang on, I've totally blanked. What else is it? How to draw almost everything. Yeah, I do. I mess about with it sometimes. What are you finding difficult about the drawings? What is a cockapoo? I'm trying to think. Cocker spaniel, of course. You know what I'm like. I reckon I've got one of those at school, because we have a school dog at my little boy's school. It's hypoallergenic. I'm pretty sure that's a cockapoo, or it could be a labradoodle or something, I don't know. It's quite small and it's got very curly hair. Yeah, I couldn't have anything that molted hair anyway because of my son. That's why we couldn't get the Labrador, because he has severe allergies to dog hair and cat hair, which is a real shame. But we've got Rosie, we love Rosie. Oh, did you? I've still got to review that. You just reminded me. Where have I put it? It's here. Yes, I need to review this bad boy. I need to colour something in it first. So many things on the list all the time. Oh, that's a shame, Suze. Yeah, you just got to have fun with it, Sevda. Just have fun with it. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. We're not, you know, award-winning artists here. We're not commissioned for galleries or anything like that. As long as you're having fun, doing whatever you're doing, that's the main thing. For me, it takes my mind off mental health issues. That's why I do colouring. Don't do it for any other reason. I do obviously get a lot of sense of achievement out of finished pictures that I'm really happy with, and I also get a massive sense of worth from you guys appreciating tutorials and things that I put out there, different kinds of contents. Every single comment I get is like a bolster to me, so it really does help my mental health, just having you guys to teach, to talk to colour with. I've never heard of an alibi dog. I'll have to look it up. Right, so I think I'm going to leave the foam at that because it's very subtle, but that's what I wanted. I'll just bring it up to the camera a little bit. You can see they do look a bit like clouds, but I think once we've got the sea in there in the background, it will sort of make sense that it's waves coming up. Exactly, Strawberry, exactly. I cannot sit and not do anything, whether that's just lying in bed in the morning. I have to get up, or I have to look at my phone, or I have to do something. I have to distract my brain at all times, which is very, very full on. I never relax. I don't know what relaxing means. Relaxing to me is colouring, is watching films, but you're still stimulating your brain all the time. So that's just how I am. If I sat there with my own thoughts, I'd want to crawl out of my head. That's just how I am. Yeah, same with my son, Pam. He's very allergic. His eyes swell up, streaming down his face, tears, you know, tears, not tears, you know what I mean. Sneezing really badly. Central Asian Shepherd Dog. Have they got a curled tail? Like, I know what dog I mean. Akita. Have they got a curled tail like an Akita? Right. This sea. Dev says Red Sea. What do you think? I don't know. It might. I don't know. Let me have a look at my swatch book again, see what we've got. Yeah, Candida, it's a mixture of, I buy things myself, I buy books myself, but majority of times I can contact a publisher and they will send me a book that I like to review. I don't take any unsolicited books anymore. So it used to be when I first started the channel that publishers would just send me things in the post to review, and I'd have a mountain of books to review, and some of them I wasn't really interested in, but then I thought I've got to be unbiased because you guys might be interested in them. But for now, because I just have so much going on and I get quite overwhelmed with it, I only request to review things that I actually want and like. So, right, waves. Let's have a look. So we've got the very dark blue. What have we got up here? So I just don't want to get too close to these colours, which is these here. I should have really thought this out. That's what I normally do. I normally think it out. You know, if I've got something that's definitely got to be blue, I'll not do blue anywhere near it. What else do we have? I'm just trying to think what could be an ocean colour. Maybe I should do a mixture of colours. What do you think? Like a mixture. So a bit of green, a bit of blue. That might work. Sorry, I'm just being really quiet at the moment because I'm trying to figure out. What about a bit of pine green and what blue? What blue? Pine green, green blue, and then I need a bluer one. Blue bolt. Let's try that. Pine green, green blue, blue bolt. Now bear with me while I find them all. Just trying to find these colours, it's so difficult. I need a pencil case for these. I'm literally picking every single green other than the ones that I need. Lime green, fern. I might have to do a pencil dump here on the table in a minute so I can see what I'm doing. Right. I've literally picked out all of these greens and none of them are any of the ones that I need. Hey, I wonder if it's in my green thing. In my green project that I'm doing at the side of the camera here. Let me see. No, that's tropical rainforest. Right. What am I looking for? Pine green, green blue, blue bolt. Sorry. I'm getting really distracted by myself. Right, sky blue. Absolute zero. Cerulean. Cornflower. Blue bolt. Right, we've got one. Now then, what else? What's this? Green blue. Yes. So I just need pine green now. Yes, pine green. Okay. Oh, spend like, you know, 20 minutes just looking for colours. Right, let's do a sharpen. Oh, I'm the same, Tracy, but I have got quite an obsessive personality, so like with the cleaning stuff, I'll just go out and I'll be, you know, 100% focused on, I've got to get all the cleaning stuff I can possibly get, and then I've got to get all the colouring stuff I can possibly get, and I have to have full sets of everything. I've got full set syndrome. Yeah, anyway, right, we've got our three colours now: pine green, green blue and blue bolt. So we're going from green to blue, and I'm going to try a different sort of technique on this. I'm just going to try and do it in strokes. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to turn the book to the side because it's just going to be easier for me to colour this way. I get the pine green, and I'm just going to lightly put a bit down and see where we go from there. Because I do want it to be very sort of multicoloured. Don't want to block colour it. So I'm just using all three colours to do a graduated blend just to see what that looks like first. Let me zoom in a bit for you. I just don't want my phone to fall off the shelf. See, it looks very, very similar to the tail. Let's try a bit more pine green. What about if we go from pine green to blue bolt and leave out that central colour? Still very, very similar to the tail. Right, I'm just going to go for it. I was going to do, I'll tell you what I was going to do. Can you see how indecisive I am? This is why I'm crap at live streams, because people just manage to multitask and I have to sit and think. Right, so what I was going to do was do like strokes like this and go in between. What do you think? Like this. So instead of fully colouring it, I was going to do a stroke colour like that. What do you reckon? For the sea. That might look quite good actually. I wonder if I can... I wonder what these erase like. I haven't actually tried to erase these, I don't think. I need some new batteries. Let's see if I can erase. Right, that's pretty good. Right, let's go for it. Nice sharp, crisp lines. Just to give it a bit of a different texture, so it does kind of set it apart slightly from the tail. Hi Tess. So this might be a technique that you'd like to try in different pages. This not having to fill in every single piece of white section, and also giving the texture to it rather than making it a smooth blend like everything else. Just trying to keep it sharp. Oh, thank you. Don't lurk. Come and talk to me. I don't bite. Yeah, and yeah, I think it's pretty nice. It still bothers me that it's so much like the tail colours, but it's fine. We live and learn. Hi, Silver. Thanks, Michelle. See how we go. It's very rough. It feels a bit like cheating, but we'll see. See how it turns out in the end. It might actually look really nice, really different. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. If you want to lurk, lurk. It's just, I just love talking to you all. I'm not forcing anybody. One shade darker on the pine green. Yes, that might work. I'll do that. Remind me at the end. Hi from Australia. Hi, Helen. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, all right. Feel free to lurk. It's just me. It's just me trying to be sociable when I'm the least sociable person in real life. I'm one of these people that if I see somebody I know when I'm out, I'll try my best to avoid them, and it doesn't mean I don't like them. I just don't. I hate having to do on the spot conversation, you know. Okay. Trying to keep it nice and sharp. My husband's totally different. He is the most sociable person ever. So he'll be at the checkout, you know, and usually I just like want to minimise contact. What, you know, as much as I can. So I just like shopping, putting my shopping in the bags, pay for it, buy. Whereas he will just stand there and, you know, make jokes and have the crack and stuff. But I'm totally different. I'm quite good at masking though. So when I want, you know, I can appear to be very sociable and chatty, but that is a very good masking technique. I'm sorry to hear that you're ill. I hate chest infections. My little boy was very, very prone to them when he was younger. It's awful. Might need to resharpen these, I think. They're still very sharp, but they're getting blunt on the very tips, and I want to try and keep these strokes very strokey. Yeah, Bretty, just you do whatever makes you feel comfortable. It's just wanting to try and keep the very, very sharp tips of these crayons. Now, crayons, pencils, we're all adults here. Trying to keep them very, very, very sharp, pinpoint sharp. I'm using the swordfish sharpener, this one here. You see, got it off Amazon. It's really, really good. I usually use my electric sharpener, but I have the iPad plugged in, so I've had to unplug it. Try not to miss any sections. I think we've got them all. Yeah, that's really good point actually, Christine. It does give it motion. It does give it a look of movement. Which colour am I doing now? This one, I think. Oh, try and keep it sharp and then they just snap on you. Usually with harder pencils like this, it's easy to keep them pinpoint. Oh, the home cube markers. If Dev's still on, he can tell you about those. I know I've seen them in his video when he's showing us all of his different supplies and things. I'm pretty sure he's done another video where he shows you and tests them out, but I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. But I've heard good things. Now then, this area here, guys, this is between the foam and where the lines stop for the waves. Should I fill that in? I'm thinking I should fill that in with these. I've been doing Johanna's challenge, yes. I've missed the last 2 days. I've just been so busy. But I will catch up for sure. Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. There are some Hannah Lynn books you can get that have got 2 of each image. I don't think this is one of them. Which one is it that's got 2 of each? There are some anyway. They've got 2 of each image, so that if you are worried about ruining an image, you can actually try it on one of them first, and if you are not happy, then you haven't really lost anything because you've still got another copy. You can also photocopy them for personal use. So you know you've always got a clean copy to start with. As long as you're not selling it or anything like that, then you're welcome to photocopy and have as many goes at it as you want. Get some more heavy strokes in there because it's just looking a little bit blended. Yeah, so as long as you are not selling them or distributing them, which is basically uploading them online for other people to download, then that's fine. As long as you're just using them for yourself, you can do that as many times as you like, and then you don't have to worry about going wrong and ruining anything. Right, so I need a darker colour. Oh right, the Menu de Bonheur. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Menu de Bonheur. I don't know. Yeah, they are really, really good books. They're very, very daunting though, I do agree. But I would say start with a page that you're not too bothered about losing, if that makes sense. So if there's one that doesn't really, you're not really bothered about it, don't pick your favourite page. Try that. Or you could, if you have time, trace onto a piece of paper certain parts of the illustration and colour them on a separate piece of paper, see how it works. Alright Candida, see you later, thank you for joining. Right, so let's zoom out a bit so we can see this in its entirety. Now obviously I've got to do the sky yet, but what are we thinking about this so far, particularly this ocean? I hate that it's so similar to this tail, that's really going to bother me, but we need a darker colour, don't we, to try and differentiate it a bit. And I'm thinking Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's the darkest green that we've got? It looks to be the pine green, but I've already used that. What if we bring some outer space colour in, which is this very, very dark colour here? Or even navy blue, just to keep with the blues, but I have used that in the hair. You know what, I'm just going to go with that outer space, and if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Let's have a look if we can find it. So it's very dark, that might help with me picking it out. So the first one I picked out is the black. Navy blue. Outer space. Right then. Let's give this a sharpen. Okay. So I don't want to do too much of this because I don't want to overwhelm it. But I do want it to look like it's got loads of different tones. Because the ocean does, doesn't it? It can look different on different light. The deeper it gets, it looks different. Such a quick way of colouring, filling in the gaps if you can't be bothered doing like a lot of blending and stuff like that. And as Christine said, it does give that look of motion. So we've got a bit darker there. Put some of your white gel pen through it. Good idea. What else? What else? Oh, a bit of gold. Nice. Let's have a look. Morning, Loretta. We're just experimenting with this sea at the moment. A bit of gold, bit of gold. I wonder what this bronze yellow would look like because it's actually greenish. It's like the green gold from the Polychromo set. I might try a bit of that. So let's see if I can find you. What have we got here? Harvest gold. Tan. I'm trying to see the colour. Bronze yellow? No. Oh yeah, it's bronze yellow. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Right then. Ooh, this is nice. This is just adding an extra sort of dimension to it. So these pencils are actually really good for this technique with them being hard leads. So a lot of pencils that I rave on about, like Prismacolors and stuff, they probably find it very difficult to maintain this kind of pattern. But that's one good thing about hard pencils. So don't think if you've bought a set of harder pencils ages ago and you've just put them in the drawer because they were too difficult to use. Try and think about all the techniques you can use them with and what they're actually good for rather than what they're not good for. Give me a sec. Someone's at the door as usual when I come on these live streams. I got mail. Ooh, one of them's from a publisher. Shall I open it? This always happens when I'm on live stream. It's like they know. Right, this is from Michael O'Mara. And I've left my door open so you can hear my washing machine now. Right, hang on. Oh my God, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? Have a guess, what has come? That is crazy. Honest to God, I did not know that this was coming. Have a guess. That is such a coincidence. That is really weird. Guess what else has come? It's one of Mrs. Hinch's cleaning things. Look, it's a sonic cleaner. It's a Stuart. She calls this a Stuart. Look at all those brushes. So this is like a battery operated or a chargeable scrubbing brush, like a giant electric toothbrush. I'm so excited to use that. You know where I'm going to use this? On the where you take your washing machine drawer out. I'm going to fully take it out and then get in there because it all gets mouldy under there, doesn't it? I'm so excited about that. How sad. Right, so the book that arrived, Geomorphia. So I cannot believe this. I did not know this was coming. I think I probably must have asked for it ages ago, and they probably just got the copies through now and sent it to me. But that is crazy. That is crazy. Enter the weird and wonderful world of artist Kirby Roseanne's, where animals and scenes from the natural world morph and explode into majestic geographic detail. Bring each intricate image to life with colour and find the objects hidden throughout the book. Oh, look, all of his books. That is so nice. Let's have a quick flick. Oh my goodness, can you imagine colouring that? Wow. Obviously I'm not going to show you it all because you have to wait and see my review. But this is super, 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 super detailed. Gosh, oh my gosh, this is full of wolves. Wow. Oh, love it. This is, oh my God, this is like a dinosaur skull. Right, that's it. That's going away now. That's going away to be coloured and reviewed. So keep your eye out on the channel. Hi, Melody. Hi, Jude. Right. I need to get back on it now because I'm super excited. Calm yourself down. Right, what were we doing? Bronze. I really cannot believe that came just as we were talking about it. I honest to God had no clue that was coming. Right, okay. Right, I think I've put gold in pretty much every section of this water now. So what are we thinking? Let me bring it up to camera so you can see a bit better. Okay. So this is the water that we've just done. You can see all of the different bits, and this is the tail. So does it look different enough to the tail, guys? Because I'm struggling. Right, so the one last thing that we've got to do is the background, and we only have a little bit of a corner to do at the top here, so that's good, especially with it being Crayolas, because I'm a bit worried about large spaces with Crayolas. Somebody said a sunset. So we've already got like the sunset-y type of colours on here. I'm thinking, well, I was going to think a galaxy, but it's obviously the daytime. Go on, give me some ideas, guys. Hi, Ollie. Yeah, Jude, it probably got done so quick because I'm just using strokes on this. I'm not actually colouring it, you know, in the standard sense. Right, sky. I'm so excited to use Stuart. Right, okay. Sky. Focus. Right. Purple sky. Because the only purple we've really got on here is on her pocket. So that might actually work. Purplish kind of fantasy sky. What about that? So, oh, plum is nice. Plum, orchid, I'm just trying to pick colours that are really, really different in tone because, as I've said, these Crayolas seem to be much more similar to each other on paper than they are in this sketchbook. So plum and orchid. Maybe mauvelous? Plum, orchid, mauvelous. What about that? Let's get my pencils. Okay. Nope. We spend half the time looking for the pencils. They're definitely not them. See, if this was a pre-recorded video, I could just edit all this out, but you're getting all the boring bits left in. Hi Katrina. Plum. Now we need orchid and mauvelous. Lilac. Where are you, orchid? Why can't I oh, I found it. Orchid and mauvelous. Is this mauvelous? No, it's pale rose. There we go, got it. I only had to pick out all these before I found it, but hey ho. I know, I need a case, Ollie. I need one. Let's go. Right. Oh, sharpen it. We've got to sharpen it first. Tell me about it, Jude. Alright, thanks Silver, see you later. Right, plum is the first one. I'm going to go back to our very, very soft and light skin layer technique. I've got bits of speckles of colour all over this skin. Right, so I'm starting with plum. I'm going to do a graduated one for this. I do like skies to look very blended and gradiated, if that's a word. Hi Sharon. Oh my gosh, is Home and Away still on? Honestly, I never knew that. I thought Home and Away finished like years ago. Closer each day, home and away. Is it still that? Is that still the theme tune? You know we belong together. Used to watch that all the time. So plum, very, very, very light layer here. I don't know whether you can see it even. Let's zoom in. Alf is still there. What? The same actor as well. Oh my god, can you remember when Ailsa was in it? She died, didn't she? Alf and Ailsa. I was actually thinking about Home and Away the other day because what's the name of that character? I can't remember her name now. She was on a beach. She was on the beach one day and she drank like a can of Coke and it had a wasp in it and she ended up nearly dying. Is it Poppy? No, not Poppy. Pippa. Pippa. So I'm going to come in now with the orchid. I'm actually using the side of my pencil for this to get a super flat, very light layer. Who the hell's Alf the Curry Alien? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Home and Away and Neighbours are two Australian soaps that have been shown in the UK for years and years, since I was little, and I'm sure well before that. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Movalist, and then I'm going to come back in and deepen these layers a bit. I still don't know who Alf the Furry Alien is. I must be missing something here. Is this an American thing, or? Never heard of Santa Barbara either. I thought I watched a lot of TV. Oh right, that's why then. If it's an American sitcom, I probably wouldn't know it. I mean, I do know a lot of American sitcoms like Roseanne and things like that, but maybe if it's not as popular, then I wouldn't know. Is Neighbours still on as well then? Because I never see it like on the planner, on on the TiVo or whatever you guys call it. Ah, that's why I don't know it, you see, Ollie. Oh, Jeeves and Worcester. My gosh, you're taking me back now. Stephen Fry and the guy from House. Can't remember his name. Hugh something. No. It'll come to me. Hugh Laurie, there you go. Thanks, Susan. So the last time I saw Neighbours was when Carl cheated on Susan. Carl and Susan, that was their name, wasn't it? Carl cheated on Susan with a younger woman, I think. It might have even been, what's her face that did that song? Holly Valance? I don't know, I can't remember who he cheated on her with. So I'm going in with my second layer now. Just in case, you're here for the colouring and not the chat about Neighbours and Home and Away and Australian soap. And I'm doing horizontal and vertical layers to try and get it as smooth as possible. And just building up the tones. Kylie and Jason, a bit before my time, but I have seen the clips numerous times on TV. Kylie and Jason's wedding. I'm using Crayola's Katrina from the 100 set, and at the moment I'm just building up layers very, very lightly. Not something I really enjoy doing, most of the time, but it needs must for these pencils. Thanks, Sharon. I've got the Home and Away theme tune in my head now. If I wasn't on live, I'd be belting it out. Maybe I can do that later while I'm using Stuart. Is that the saddest thing you ever heard? Somebody excited about using an giant electric toothbrush to clean the inside of the washing machine drawer while singing the theme tune from Home and Away. A Turkish song, really? Didn't know that. Just reading up the comments in case I've missed anything. Don't think I have. If ever you've got something to ask me or you need me to see it, do it in capital letters so it catches my attention, because I might miss it. I don't want to miss it. Hi Melissa, sunny Wales. Look, I've not even opened the blinds today. I'm one of these recluses today that's just like got the curtains drawn. Let me have a look. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely out there. Lovely blue skies. I'm going to have to get out there later, I think. It was a lovely day yesterday here in the UK. It was blooming hot for September. But I managed to do 12,000 steps on my little Fitbit, so I was like super excited yesterday. I think today I'm probably going to have a grand total of about 4 steps. Because it really knackered me out yesterday. So slowly this colour is building up. Like I say, I'm using the very side of the lead to try and keep it smooth and streak free as I can. And I'm doing a mixture of horizontal and vertical strokes. So we've got that kind of cross hatch that makes it nice and blended. Hi Tarina. Yeah, you know what, Susan, the weather does really affect me as well. It's when it keeps going from extremes, it's awful. You get headachy, you get really tired and fatigued. Just feel a bit off. Thanks, Christine. "5:42 a.m. My goodness. I had to be at the doctor's yesterday morning for 8 a.m. That was my appointment time, and I thought that was bad. But I'm not a morning person whatsoever. You got Serene, yes. Show me on the community group your finished page or pages. Love to see them. Hi Melissa, sorry I've already said hi. Hi again, you get double the hi this time. I hope you're well, thank you for joining. It's taking time to build up the colour on this. Start again at the top. Oh, it's definitely daunting, Sharon, but go for it. Maybe try and make the whole process easier on yourself by picking out your colours beforehand. Before you even put anything to paper, try and make a little plan. Draw a little thumbnail like this. Now I'm surrounded by pencils and I can't pick one to use. Right, draw a little thumbnail like this. And I don't care whether you can't draw, whether you're crap at drawing, so am I. Just pretend that we're doing it with this. Pretend this is a Serene page. So what I would do is do a little thumbnail. I'll do a little bit of foam like that. I'll do girl's face, hoodie, her body, something like that, you know, something awful like that. Surfboard, rocks. What else? Tail, more rocks. Do something like that for your serene picture, and then pick out your colours on the thumbnail. Peter Hewitt did this on one of her videos, and it was a brilliant idea. So you can just do a crappy little thumbnail with all the major elements of the page, and then colour them in just what you think would look best, just to try. You can do as many of them as you want with all different colour palettes. So Tracy, I would say if you do get streaky kind of blends, hold the pencil right at the top so that you're not right down here pushing. Right at the top, use the side of the lead like this so it's almost flat to the paper, and then do a mixture of horizontal and vertical, and you should get a decent blend. Right, I'm trying a bit more pressure on here now because I've done the foundation layers, so I'm hoping we can build this up now with a bit more pressure. Sorry, I keep forgetting, I zoom in and out all the time. Any fans of Michael Bolton on here? Random question. I'll tell you why I'm asking. My husband bought me Michael Bolton tickets for November, purely on the basis that I just find Captain Jack Sparrow with the Lonely Island of Michael Bolton hilarious. And I've tried to explain to him that Michael will not be singing Captain Jack Sparrow on his personal tour. But I now have tickets for Michael Bolton. So despite not really being a fan and not knowing many of his songs, I'm going to see Michael Bolton. So any songs I should listen to prepare, to learn. Obviously you've got When a Man Loves a Woman, and the other one that's really famous for, I can't remember now. He's a really talented singer actually. I think he used to be a rock singer, like a heavy metal singer or something, before he started doing the ballads, which is weird. Yeah, so do I, Suze, really. But you know, it should be a fun night, something different, isn't it? Beats sitting in front of the telly watching Coro. Bless him. My husband, not Michael Bolton. I didn't even know he plays the sax. Oh my gosh, Sharon, if my husband had bought me tickets to Michael Bublé, that would be amazing. Like, I wouldn't even have, you know, any questions to ask about that. I'd just be there. Absolutely love the boobs. Like I say, I think it's about time he starts thawing out now, isn't it? It's nearly Christmas. We're talking about Michael Bolton, Ollie. Oh, his Christmas albums. You better watch out. I'm not going to start singing. I'm always singing, you know. It's really bad. Oh, Suze, tell me about it, tell me about it. I'm really jealous, but tell me about it. Is it amazing? If Shane and Max weren't at school, I'd get them to sing Captain Jack Sparrow for you. They absolutely love it. Speaking of Shane, you know what this kid did yesterday? Obviously, I'm not going to name names or anything like that because it's a very, very serious situation. But somebody he knows had been self-harming, and they were very, very good friends, and he went to the teacher and told them, because he is desperate for her to get support that she needs, and she's now fallen out with him, and Shane's really gutted about it, really gutted, because, you know, he was really good friends with her, and she now thinks he's some sort of traitor. But you know what his actual words to me were? Is this 12-year-old kid, he said, I don't mind losing her as a friend if it keeps her safe. Can you believe that? This child is amazing. He's amazing. I was so proud of him yesterday. I don't think it's called anything, Katrina. It's just horizontal and vertical swapped over. Yeah, he did definitely do the right thing. He knows he did, but he's still really, really gutted about it, bless him. I'm hoping that she'll see in time that he did it because he cares about her and because he's such a good friend. Because at the moment, I think she thinks he's a really bad friend for betraying her confidence like that, but you know, he doesn't want anything bad to happen to her. He wants her to get help and support if she needs it. He's amazing, guys. Honestly, it really astounded me yesterday. I mean, I know how amazing he is. Both my boys are amazing, but for his age to say something like that, I'd rather lose her as a friend and keep her safe. I just thought, I've done something right, guys. So, it's saying that it's not connected. Can you hear? Maybe I should go and get the ice bag. Okay, balls, I don't know if you can hear me or see me. I can't find the rice, so I'm here with veg. I'm hoping that cools it down a bit. Okay, I'm back. Phew. Right. Just catching up on comments. Right, here we go. So, still trying to darken this, and I'm trying to do it so slowly and build it up. See if we can keep it nice and blended. Why does it do that? Why does it do that reconnecting thing? No, usually I've got a bag of rice, Christine, a bag of rice that I stick on it and put back in the freezer. Can't find that rice. So vegetables this time. Here we go. I'm thinking we're nearing the maximum amount of layers now, because I don't seem to be making too much of a difference as I'm passing over. So this is probably going to be the last layer. Normally, Tracy, when I'm using my Prismacolors and stuff, barely any, like 1 or 2 layers at the most, because I don't really like layering. I'm too impatient. But with pencils like this, you really have to, otherwise you're just going to get a horrible result. And that's the thing that I've learnt on this little series, Colouring with Crayolas, is that certain pencils just need a certain different type of touch, and you can't apply the same pressure technique to everything, every pencil. So yeah, I think I've maximised, or I've maxed out the amount of layers now. So I've got my little white uni Posca. Let's put some dots on it. So it's getting late. She's doing the evening surf. That's what I'm saying. It's just an excuse for me to use white dots. Thanks, Tracy. How many layers did I get on here? Oh no, I didn't count them. Like 10, maybe. Or maybe not, maybe like 7. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it and count them. I'm trying to do very, very, very light small dots now. So I've got a mixture of thicknesses. So it looks a little bit more realistic slightly. I'm trying to just bring them down a little bit, but less and less, so more sparse and spaced out as we go down. Looks a bit like snow actually. Maybe I should put in, if I can, just a bit of yellow, just a touch of yellow here to show that the sun has just set. I'm going to try that. And then I think we're done. I need golden yellow, that's what I need. Here we go. Quick sharpen. Can you see all the little bits of the face, the bits of pigment, dust that have gone on the face? Oh well. I'll try and take those out when I put the photo up online. Right. So I'm just doing a very little bit of yellow down here, just to show that the sun has set very recently. We're just starting to get that sunset, but on a purple kind of galaxy look. Just blend that in. I think that adds a bit more dimension to it as well, just having that lighter colour. Let's make one of these a star, like a big shining star. I'm going to call that done. Just take the veg off so I can zoom out. Let's have a look at it. So you guys have coloured this with me, or watched me colour it anyway, over I think 4 or 5 parts now, and we finally finished. So just as a recap, when I first started this challenge, I was so worried about how it was going to turn out. You know that I was mostly worried about the skin, because I just know how hard Crayolas can be, and they're very, very unforgiving. But I'm super happy with how this has turned out. It's not as polished or as clarified as usually my pictures would be, but I've tried my best, and I do think it looks pretty good. I think we've learnt a lot about the Crayolas, how to use them, and that budget pencils really can create some lovely effects. You don't need to spend a lot of money, you just need to have a bit of time, a bit of patience, and this is what happens. So just having a quick look at the comments before I go. Yeah, I'm not going to do the border, I've done enough. Oh, night night, Ollie. I'm going now anyway. So thank you again for chatting with me through this live stream series. Next time I see you on a live, it might be a Beauty of Horror colour along for October. I don't know if I'm going to do that as a live or not, but I will be back. Please do come and join me anywhere you can on the community group on Facebook. Always love talking to you. So thanks very, very much, and I will see you next time on Colour with Claire.